What is politics? Politics is the art or science of governing people and governing society. What's the best way to live? How do we live in harmony? That's what we're looking for. Democracy is the closest thing we've got to everyone sort of chipping in. But even that's got problems, you know, who gets the vote? Should everyone get the vote, you know? Dangerous question. The political philosopher Nietzsche said that not all people do deserve the vote and that not all men are born equal. This was classically misinterpreted by Hitler, who went way too far with it. And he just, do you know what I mean? Imagine that. You're a great scholar, Nietzsche, and you write that, and you get called to Hitler and say, all right, Nietzsche? All right, Adolf? Yeah, just been reading your book. Do you like it? Brilliant. Love all that. Man and Superman, not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. Sorry, what? Not everyone's equal, kill all the Jews. I didn't write that. No, I read between the lines. No, I didn't mean that. You've totally misinterpreted the whole point of it. Yeah, definitely. It's awful. Oh, it's dreadful. Have you been killing Jewish people? What? Have you been killing Jewish people? Oh. How many have you killed? How many? Like 6 million. 6 million? Yeah, all right. Don't go on about it. I'm not going to do any more. That's it. Leave it at 6. Let's move on. Are you staying for tea anyway? Ooh. Yeah, but be careful in future. You writing any other books at the moment? Well, I am, but I'm scared to tell you about them. No, I won't do anything. What's your new book called? My new book is called The Jippos. Do we need them? Not a traditional subject for comedy. The Holocaust? I'll give you that. Probably why Spielberg didn't put a laughter track on Schindler's List. It would have ruined it. When Schindler's List came out in American cinemas, they actually banned popcorn. That's true. And I think that's a great idea. But I think they should ban it in all films. I don't want to go and watch a film with someone grazing next to me. You know what I mean? Obviously, I did it in that because of all the people that died in it. But what about all the people that died in Mad Max? Let's keep it fair. And that was more recent, because it was the future, so it was really recent. I think Schindler's List is a fantastic film. And I didn't watch it at the cinema, actually. I got it out on video about a year later, by mistake, because I'd never heard of it. And I was in Blockbuster, sort of late one night. I was a bit drunk, and I thought it was a porn film. No, because I saw 18 certificate, top shelf. I thought, oh, black and white, dodgy home movie, you know. German sounding, they're the best. And what swung it was that quote on the back from Barry Norman, have a box of Kleenex ready. Rubbish. I used about 2. There was a shower scene. Shut up. Lenny Henry, 30 quid. Fuck off. They have had their fair share of sleaze, haven't they, the Conservative Party? And not like... I mean, all parties get a little bit of sleaze, but it's not like cool stuff like Labour, like punching a farmer or having 2 Jags. Theirs is... Do you remember that Conservative MP, Stephen Milligan? Found dead with a noose round his neck, amyl nitrate laced orange in his mouth, bag on his head, laid his tights. I'll be honest, I think he was wanking. But again, freedom to do what you want, as long as you don't hurt anyone. I mean, he hurt himself, he went too far. That is the accidentally... You know, that is the problem with the old asphyxie wank. You've got to get it just right, or you go too far and you actually die. And then your wanking days are over. So, you know, if I was into that, wanking into an inch of my life, wearing ladies' tights and sucking oranges with a bag on my head, I'd have a close friend. I'd just say, listen, I love nearly killing myself whilst wanking, wearing all this stuff. If I actually get it wrong one day and accidentally kill myself, come round, leave the noose, get rid of all that other stuff. Just say it was suicide. And how do they know they're into all that? How do they first... Was he getting ready one day and he tying his tie, went a bit tight, went, oh. Fucking hell. And when they do that, they nearly die, and they get it right, and they survive, then they're swinging there when they're finished, they get a glimpse of themselves in the mirror. Do they ever go, what the fuck am I doing? The first apocryphal tale or urban myth I ever heard was about masturbation. Not surprising. You hear those sort of things when you're sort of 14, 15, and that is a 14-year-old boy's main pastime. And it was told to us by a guy called David Beasley, and I talked about him on my animal show. He's the one that said, if you get captured by cannibals, they show you pornographic pictures, so you get an erection and there's more meat. And usually urban myths start with, a friend of mine, right? Not this one. He said, I was wanking the other day, lads. Go on. He said, I was on my bed at home and I was naked. And I had my eyes shut and I was listening to music, I had my headphones on. And when I'd finished, I opened my eyes and my mum had been in and left me some tea and biscuits. David, death. Oh dear. There's my firstborn. Whacking away like a little monkey, isn't he? Very proud of him, very proud of him. If he carries on like that, he's going to come. I better leave this so he knows his mother saw him. Think of that. Your mother walking in on you furiously masturbating. The other way round is worse. But we believed that at the time. I think he believed it. He told me another story, which I have no reason not to believe. He said his brother was going for a job interview and he had to change trains at Crewe. And he was on the platform of the train and he shat himself. As you do. Just filled with diarrhea. And he thought, fuck. And he had to make the interview, so he had 10 minutes to the train, and he looked across, saw Millets, so he squelched over to Millets, and went in, and went, quick mate, Levi's 36, right, okay, got the bag, made the train, went straight to the toilet, locked himself in, put the bag down, took his trousers off, took his pants off, poked him out the window, cleaned himself up, flushed it all away, opened the bag, it was a jacket. And when he told us that, we were going, oh, fuck, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? And my mate Bob, trying to be cool, went, just cut the corners off the carrier bag. Oh, you're going to still make the interview then? Brilliant. Morning. Oh, that. Shat myself. What's the pension scheme like? Like you're thinking, yeah. Phew. Ooh. Thank God for a carrier bag to hide my offal. There are more drastic forms of protest, though, than marching and leaflets. In 1963, a Vietnamese Buddhist monk, as a protest against the Vietnam regime, went out into a public place, set himself alight and burnt to death. Did no good, because that's not a threat or a deterrent. If a little monk comes up to you and he goes, you better stop all those things you're doing, otherwise I'm going to set myself alight. You're going to set yourself alight. Fill your boots, mate. And no one cared, and I bet you don't even know his name, do you? I do. I've looked it up. It's absolutely true. His name was Thick Quang Duck. Or Crispy Duck to his mates. John Lennon, a less drastic form of protest against the Vietnam War, the famous sleep-in. He stayed in bed for a week with Yoko Ono, and that was it. And people were going, brilliant, genius, that's excellent. And I bet that little monk was fucking gutted. Hold on, what? Burn yourself to death or shag Yoko? Oh, I love it when rock stars get involved. I absolutely love it. The political song. Ooh. Look out, mate, he's got a guitar. He's saying what he thinks in C. It's okay when it's people like, you know, Bob Dylan, but I love it when pop stars have a go. Yeah. Do you remember Culture Club's classic? They'd been singing Karma Chameleon for too long, and they came up with the war song. Ooh. And in that, they go, war is stupid, and people are stupid. How's that going to change your mind? I mean, if you're into war, you're loving war, you love it, it's your favourite thing. You go, I mean, you're in a plane, you're going to bomb the shit out of a country. Oh, I can't wait to get there. I love bombing people. Oh, nearly there. Put the radio on. Oh, war is stupid and people are stupid. We're going home. Boy George there. He piled on the pounds when he gave it the smack, didn't he? There's a fable there, kids. Every action has a consequence, so... Billy Joel, after singing things like Uptown Girl, he then revealed his classic, his protest song against the world. We didn't start the fire. And in that song, it's basically a list, in chronological order, right, from 1949 to 1989, and he just mentions sort of 6 to 8 things each verse. I just read, it goes, Harry Truman, Doris Day, Red China, Johnny Ray, South Pacific Water, Witchell, Joe DiMaggio, Joe McCarthy, Richard Nixon, Studebaker, Television, North Korea, South Korea, Marilyn Monroe. That's not a song. That's a conversation with Ray.